Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you my tin in a bag. That sounds a bit crazy, but it truly isn't. This is my bag. As you can see, it's just a little hand stamped with a lovely little sentiment on it. And inside, I know I'm being brave opening this. Inside is one of our lovely rectangle tins. And as you can see, I've decorated the tin too. You can put lots of things in here. They are a fabulous size. You could put loads of goodies or treats or anything in there. You could even maybe make a little jigsaw, pop that in there, or just some goodies, anything. But yeah, it's really cute and it fits just inside that bag. So I'm going to show you how I did it. So like I said, these are the fabulous little tins. They come in a box of, well, it says 4, but I thought there was more than 4 in here. Oh no, there's 4, but they come in this fabulous box of 4, as I said. But not only do we do rectangular ones, but we also have round ones that I am yet to make anything with. But in here we have round ones. Look at the size of those. Those truly are fabulous. They are a really good size. I've not actually opened them yet, so I'm probably disappointing myself here. But yeah, they're a fabulous size. I love those. So, rectangular and round tins in the mini catalogue. So as I said, we have a plain tin, but we want to decorate it, don't we? That's just a little bit plain to put in a gift, so we're going to decorate it. So the first thing we need, which I don't seem to have, which isn't very clever, is it, is some DSP. So I'm going to have to cut some ready. I'm going with Seaside Spray, which is, I've already used the Rococo Rose, so this time I want to go with Seaside Spray. I just can't find the piece of paper that I need, so I'm going to have to just pull it out and go with a fresh sheet, which is this beautiful one here. So obviously this is the In Good Taste DSP, and we're going to use this corner because it's nice and colourful and swirly. So the tin DSP in centimetres only is 6 centimetres by, drum roll, 9.5 centimetres. That is the size that you will need to put on your tin. I've really messed up here because I've also realised that I don't have the card cut for this bag either, so I've totally messed up. So detailed trio punch, just to round the corners here. Oh, crumbs. Okay, and then a little bit of adhesive, and just pop that on the top of the tin. I then have some of the beautiful Seaside Spray scalloped linen ribbon, and I'm just going to cut this there. I'm going to use some of my Seal Plus just to put some on the tin there, and then my ribbon will fit on the top. And then I need some Whisper White, so I have some scrap here. I say scrap, it's offcuts, it's not scrap, that's probably the wrong term, isn't it? My Seaside Spray, and actually no, sorry, it's not the Seaside Spray that I want, it's the Seaside Spray marker, because I want just the good things that are on that sentiment. I don't want the whole sentiment. So I'm going to still pop it on a block, but with my Stampin' Right marker and the fat end, I'm simply going to colour in the words good things. So I'm literally going to start sweeping this across. Now all you need to do is just, when you get to this point, you need to just be a little bit more delicate and make sure that you're not getting any of the other words. So that's that bit done. That's that bit done. And then when you've finished, you have to give it a, just to rework the ink, and then stamp it on your paper. Now if you do what I've done and you get a little excitable bit of ink, this light's so bright, let me move that out. There you go. If you get a little smidgy of ink there, don't worry, because you can always add a gem, or if needs be, use your pen and add a line. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So then you need to trim this down, and again I need to make sure that this is straight, so that edge is straight. So I'm going really close to the top of the page there, and then I'm going to cut this wonky edge off so I can now cut this side down. So I'm going to go for the 3/4 of an inch, and the reason I'm going for that is because I'm going to use, whoops, the Banner Picker Punch. So decide which way you want your banner to run, and then you go from one end to the other, and there is my little sentiment there. And then I'm just going to run a bit more of my Seal Plus on the back so that it will stick to my ribbon. And then my final little touch is just a couple of the basic rhinestones. So pop one there, one there. That's that bit done, and that's my tin done. How cute. So now I need to make my box. As I said, I've been a complete fool and not pre-cut my card, but you know, hey ho, roll with it. I can do it all on camera, it's not a problem. So your piece of cardstock that you need is 11 inches by 5. Like I said, let's roll with it. 11 by 5, which is 28 by 12 and a half. See, look, it doesn't take that long, does it? And on the short side, we are going to score at 1 inch. And then on the long side, so now that score line's, oops, went out of focus. Now that score line's across the bottom. Now on the long side, we're going to score at 4 1/4, 5 1/4, 9 1/2, and 10 1/2. So short side 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres, with your score line now across the bottom. On the long side we score 4 1/4, 5 1/4, 9 1/2, 10 1/2, which is 11, 13 1/2, 24 1/2 and 27 centimetres. Okay, now before we do any folding and burnishing, we just need some extra markings. This one is slightly different, so we're going to mark at the top halfway of our side. So I've got 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here, which I think is about 1.5 centimetres. Yes, thereabouts. You have to work that bit out. I do apologise. And then we're going 2 inches down from the top, which is there, and there. 2 inches, which is 5 centimetres down from the top, and we're doing our triangle from those points. So normally I do them from the bottom halfway up, but this time I'm doing them halfway up to the top. And the reason for that is because my tin will sit at the bottom, so it's not required. So you should now have that pattern at the top. Can you see that okay? Just there. Okay, now we can fold and burnish our score lines. Oh, and I know what I've forgotten to do, but it's okay. I forgot to stamp my cardstock. That's because I hadn't cut it. Right, we folded and burnished, that's fine. I've now got my Seaside spray. You see, look, it's all back to front, isn't it? But never mind. I'm going to go with this, I think. This little sort of sprig type pattern, I think, this time. And I'm just going to stamp all over my bag, just okay. I didn't really mess up, I just changed the plan. Okay, so you stamp your bag however you please. Okay, so stamp then score is usually better. Then we can do some cutting. So bottom pieces again as normal, left to right, cut up to that horizontal score line until you get to the last piece, and then cut it away with a little angle across the top. That's that bit done, easy. Adhesive on your thin strip here. Fold him over, and that should line up there. It's a little bit overhanging, I don't quite know why that is. And then again, with this being the back, we fold in the sides, the back, and then run that DSP across there. Fold that up. Just put my bone folder in there just to make sure. Nearly forgot, crocodile. You then need your smaller hole. Sorry, I'm fibbing, a bigger hole. But you can now push these bits in because we've scored them, remember? So they now squeeze together nicely. And then with your large one. Again, if you want to measure, you can. I'm being quite brave and just rolling with it today, I think. Yeah, that's not too bad. Right, pop my decorated and filled tin inside. Okay, and then as you see now, we squeeze this together with our ribbon. This is where our tin sits, and then our bag closes together nicely at the top. Back in with my pegs, as you know. And then I need some beautiful scalloped lace trim, which is going, that's the back, so through from the front, and then loop to make sure I'm not twisted it, loop it back through the front, and then you can tie it up and make a bow. Not too bad. Take your pegs off, and then I'm just going to trim that down a fraction. And then my last little detail, I just want a tiny bit of this ribbon, which is going to sit in the corner. So again, just a little bit of the Snow Plus, pop that on there. Another piece of Whisper White that I have here. I'm going with You Are the Best on this one. My Seaside Spray again, because it's all about coordination. And I'm going right in the corner with that one. Back in briefly with my trimmer, and I'm just literally cutting this as a rectangle. So it's just a tiny little sentiment there, and I'm just going to use, I don't have any of my other dimensionals to hand, so I'm going to use minis. But if I did, I'd just pop a couple on here, and I'm just leaving enough space there for my ribbon. Take those off, and then pop that one on there. And just for a final touch of bling, I'm just going to add, whoops, one right in the corner and one just above on the bag. And there you go. My tins in a bag. Hope you liked them. Thank you for joining me. See you all again soon. Bye.